TV family. Catch us live on your TV
So that you're
screen.
catching live on the TV screens if you are in Cape Town.
Yes.
Friendly warning, Eskom did it again. We're going to be having load shedding as we mentioned on the trendings. So I just thought I should ease that in the show so that you know we are going to be the last faces that you see on TV today.
How lucky are we? How lucky are we? Need I add, but this is the first show that I'm hosting with Umon Elisa this year, guys. I'm so excited because when Umkhongo try me. But of course, in the light and the spirit of celebrating Women's Month, we have a woman who is making moves and impacting the lives of many. Up in studio today, we are joined by Ukuma. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you so much. How are you?
We are doing very great, Kuma.
Yeah, well, we are. And Kuma, I think when I read your bio, one thing that stood out for me was that you are a mother, but you're also one, not just umama to your kids, but you're a mother to many other children. What sparked the need or the passion to want to help abanye abantwana that are disadvantaged?
Okay, so it was in 2016 when I came across Yomelela Primary School. What actually sparked the most, and it actually caused, it hurt me so much. It was in a painful way. It's a no-fee school. And so being a parent that's very passionate and principled about education, I knew that those parents had nothing but wanted their kids to have education or to go to school. So that's the first thing. And when I went into the school and I heard about the disadvantaged and underprivileged community that Site B in Khayelitsha is and what they're going through, I decided to start a campaign of sanitary towels. I wrote to a number of different companies where doors were slammed in my face, but because I was so passionate and with my journey, and that didn't stop me. But eventually, Coca-Cola PenBev responded to my email, and they donated about 170 sanitary towels for the grade 7 kids at the time. And then following that, I decided to then do a shoe campaign where friends, colleagues, everybody, just different people from different avenues donated for the school. We did about 90 pairs for the school. And then thereafter, I decided to open Ogiyonke Care because I felt we need an NGO now because I needed to act and do something about it, but there were no, I didn't have resources or anything like that. But because I'm this mother, and obviously when I just said that I'm passionate about education, I want my kids to have the best education, and I want them to be comfortable at school, and I want to encourage them to go to school. There shouldn't be any hassles whatsoever. And then so by opening Ogiyonke Care, I felt I'm going to be eligible to actually go in all angles. And because most of the people that were declining my emails were like, do you have an NGO?
They want something
registered. And so
registered.
forth. So that drove me to then starting Ogiyonke Care in 2016. And then from there, we were doing different campaigns. I then joined Fat Cats Athletics Club in 2019, where I was part of the CSI committee. We went to to Yomelela Primary School again. Now via the Fat Cats, where they donated 30 school uniforms for the same school. And then in early January this year, I had a conversation with the principal, just checking up because it was 2020. Everyone was just going through a lot. And I was like, how are the kids? How's the families? And when he told me, I literally cried. And I was sleeping that night, and something just came up where I decided to start to do this initiative that's currently Fight Hunger, because basically that's what the Ogiyonke Care is about. I'm turning 35 on the 24th of March, so I decided to donate 35 food parcels for 35 families within the school. So I asked the principal to actually nominate the families, because obviously we cannot do everything. We cannot help everybody. But because the number 35 is what I'm turning, so hence the campaign. And I just decided, well, I'm actually asking anybody. Friends are responding. I sent posts on Instagram. I've sent emails to different people. And yeah, the response is quite impressive. And I'd like more people to actually do this, because we haven't reached 35 yet, but I'm actually optimistic about it, that we are going to reach that number.
I'm interested to know, though, with the 35 parcels that you have, that you're going to be giving out to families, right? How far are you with that number? Since you're turning 35, do you have 17 now, or how far are you with the parcels?
Currently, we have 20. So the 10 is from a friend that actually decided I'm going to do 10, because she asked what's going to contain. What does the parcel contain? And then I actually gave her the list. She gave me 10. I did 10. So people who were, yesterday I received 2 deposits, EFTs from friends in Joburg, where I still have to go. So every Saturday I go to like your Jumbos and buy everything else that I think that is going to form part of the parcel. And I also have friends from the Fatcats Athletics Club that decided to donate clothes. I also have clothes as well from my kids where we're just gonna add them. We're not specific who's gonna get who. We're gonna see when we do the handover. But I think that's also gonna work.
So if I'm getting this correct, right? So people can donate anything, be it food or clothes. So we're going with that range for your campaign.
Correct. So what I'm focusing on mainly is the food parcels. But you can give anything that you have. It's not about that, because basically it's gonna work. It's gonna help at the end of the day. So anything that that a person can donate will work.
Definitely, and I think a beautiful thing that you mentioned is that you have been keeping a consistent relationship with the school for the past years now. How important do you think it is for members of the community to go out and be like, you know what, we understand that Amakaya our fani, so we want to make sure that we build a community in which we support each other. How do you think that can be achieved in our communities?
As I was saying, I know and I understand that 2020 has been a hectic year for everybody. But we should be thankful that we still have jobs, because most of them, what I've heard mostly and what took my attention more from the conversation I had with the principal was that most of the parents were depending on the government grants, and some of them have lost their jobs. It's now the 350 rands, I think, that they get, which doesn't even last for a toiletry, like for myself as well. So for everybody that still has a job, that still can assist, that still can help, whatever you have, the small that you have will make a difference in somebody's life. So that's basically it. I'm not asking for anything specific, but I think those that are able to assist can help.
Yeah, and those who are watching and are able to assist and would love to help, how can they reach you? Please give them your social media platform so that if they can DM you and tell you, hi Kuma, I'm so and so and so, and I'd love to be even part of your campaign. Please share your social details.
Right. I'm on Instagram. Unfortunately, I'm not on Twitter or Facebook. It's Kuma _Kahlela. So that's CHUMA _KAHLELA. They can also use my cell number. It's 078 400 952.
That is a beautiful interview, guys. I think it's very important that as South Africans, we're helping each other out wherever we can. Usis Kama just told us about her initiative and the NGO that she runs. Please make sure that if you can, you please donate to NGO, whatever it is, whether food parcel, clothing, whatever it is. But in the light of Women's Month, me and Mona Lisa, that's it for us. Namhlanje we're going to be heading it over to Ulama, who is going to wrap up the show, because of course it is 1/4 to Friday.
Yes, thank you so much, Kuma, for pulling through. I wish that this campaign runs further, and even on your 36th birthday, you do something greater and
even
amazing.
greater.
Thank you for having me.
Bye, guys. We'll see you when we see you. Adios, amigos. Bye. But here's Lama Lemon saying goodbye properly.
Yeah, to the boy, deliver shit. Good news, baby. Shiva again. 2020, baby. Ooh, yeah.
Well, I got shot. A bit of all, a bit of everything. Well, I got shot. If God say yes, then nobody can say no. I was born as a winner, now I'm here to get what's mine.
Wait, make sure that you let us know. Go Excel live on Facebook. Which one are you choosing? The one that opened on the top of the hour, or the one that we're closing off with? Yishibabo by Young Coin. That's what we just did to every other show that played between the hours of 4 and 5. We'll see you again tomorrow between 4 and 5, talking everything Varsity Life. Are you sure that you are able to navigate the Varsity Life? What are your cues to get to Varsity? Right now it's time for us to say goodbye so long. TK as well as Ulwandile Indombi Yomzulu are going to be holding the fort tomorrow morning, between 8 and 9. Repeat 4 and 5, going live. Goodbye. Ishibo.
Don't do this for fame, but gangsters are caught. Yet I'm getting paid, then them are your day bored. Got this done to walk, outlaw, super call. I'm a winner for a show with you, I'm down the wall. Running this game solo, not creator. Never sent them figures all over the putting hammer now. We've been on full a lot, not when Kono Kangela. Cause let's talk this all get please, the fire liars, find it out. The aim was to get paid, with the share, while I got share. The bit of fella, bit of feeling, I'm on the ship, Tola Ganja. If God said yes, and nobody can say no. I was born as a winner, now I'm here to get what's mine. Yeah, I'm from the kid, never forget down. Go my gonna gas now. Well, I got shot. A bit of fella, bit of feeling, I'm on the ship, Tola Ganja. If God said yes, and nobody can say no. I was born as a winner, now I'm here to get what's mine. Yeah, I'm from the kid, never forget down. Who am I gonna cast my ghetto? You're gonna less, it's cats, I'm gonna blooming and just sip shacks and think about. I don't care if you don't know I'm a winner. Had to hustle hard, now we're cutting it for dinner. The aim was to get paid, got me ready for the people get to this music industry. The paper need to be something, no time to play, man, we're feeling fatty. No telling I just keep to the industry. It's drama with this hip hop, there's no chemistry. But anyway, I'm feeling them with the only weapon I have is poetry. Johnny poetry, I just come with another flow with my stick. And I stick to a flow sick, and then I spit and then I kick. Off the two, my zetu, but I never win. I'm about to lose when you're cool and kill it. If you're not cool, man, the stuff, I'm cool and I'm cool and I'm cool. All I got shot. We be the fella, be the feeling, I'm on the ship. Tola Ganja. If God say yes, and nobody can say no. I was born as a winner, now I'm here to get what's mine. I'm from the kid, never forget down. Who my golly got signed. Well, I got shot. We be the fella, be the feeling, I'm on the ship. Tola Ganja.